The Israel Palestine conflict is a complex and long-standing geopolitical issue centered on the competing national aspirations and claims of Israelis and Palestinians in the region. It involves a deep historical, cultural, and religious context, and the narratives surrounding the conflict vary widely. Here are some key points. 1. Historical context. The roots of the conflict can be traced back to the late 19th and early 20th centuries, when nationalist movements emerged among both Jews and Arabs in the Ottoman Empire. The Balfour Declaration in 1917 expressed British support for the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. 2. Partition and statehood. In 1947, the United Nations proposed a partition plan to divide Palestine into separate Jewish and Arab states with an international administration for Jerusalem. The Jewish leadership accepted the plan, but the Arab leadership rejected it. 3. War of 1948, Nakba. Following the declaration of the State of Israel in 1948, neighboring Arab states intervened in the conflict. The result was a series of wars, known as the Arab-Israeli Wars, leading to significant territorial changes and displacements, referred to as the Nakba catastrophe by Palestinians. 4. Occupation and settlements. The Six-Day War in 1967 resulted in Israel occupying the West Bank, East Jerusalem, the Gaza Strip, and the Golan Heights. The United Nations considers these territories as occupied, and settlements constructed by Israel in these areas are a major point of contention. 5. Peace processes. Numerous attempts have been made to negotiate a peaceful resolution, including the Oslo Accords in the 1990s. However, a final and comprehensive agreement has been elusive. 6. Violence and intifadas. Periods of violence, including 2 Palestinian uprisings, intifadas, in the late 20th century, have marked the conflict. Suicide bombings, rocket attacks, and Israeli military operations have resulted in civilian casualties on both sides. 7. Gaza Strip. The Gaza Strip, controlled by the Palestinian group Hamas, has been a focal point of conflict. Israel and Egypt have imposed blockades on Gaza, citing security concerns. 8. Jerusalem. The status of Jerusalem, claimed as a capital by both Israelis and Palestinians, is a particularly sensitive issue. Its final status is yet to be determined through negotiations. 9. International community. The conflict has drawn international attention and involvement. Various international actors, including the United Nations, the European Union, and the United States, have played roles in mediation and peace efforts. 10. Public opinion and narratives. Public opinion on the conflict is diverse and often deeply rooted in historical and cultural perspectives. Narratives and interpretations of events vary widely, contributing to the complexity of finding a resolution. The Israel-Palestine conflict remains a deeply entrenched and challenging issue, and achieving a sustainable and just resolution continues to be a formidable task. The situation is fluid, and developments occur regularly, necessitating careful consideration of the most recent information.